You know, to be straight up with you, I almost I drove like an hour out of my way to go see this film because literally this film was showing in one theater near me, which was about hour away, and I can't believe yesterday was Christmas. That's fucking insane. But yeah, because the day after it was so busy at the movie theater, it's chaos. I barely got a chance to see the film, but I did. The Shape of Water, the newest film from Guillermo del Toro, and I gotta say, I really enjoyed this film. I really did. There's a couple gripes that I have with this film, but other than that, I really like this film. This movie is it's very darkly cute, and it's just so fucking bizarrely weird, and just so just randomly just violent as fuck and just jarring, you know. For example, the main character here. Let me bring up a quick image here. The main character here, who is beautifully played by Sally Hawkins. I'm not very familiar with her work, but she is incredible in this role. Like, this is probably one of the most impressive female performances that I've seen all year. Okay, she plays a mute. She does speak, but like she kind of really doesn't. We'll get to that, but mostly she really never speaks in this fucking film, and she conveys so much through her body language and through sign language. It's just impressive. I thought she was just terrific. I thought the whole cast was fine. I don't know. I mean, I guess she would definitely be the standout performance. Her and Doug Jones. Listen, Doug Jones, but like the whole cast. Well, I take that back. Doug Jones, her, and Michael Shannon. Those are definitely the standouts. Everyone else, acting wise, was completely convincing, and they were just fine. But yeah, she was incredible. And Michael, by the way, talk about the movie being jarring, right? When it was show like her daily routine, like when it first shows her getting like completely naked, getting into the bathtub, and like most of her day is cleaning and masturbating and just kind of like this mundane life, you know. I was just like, what the fuck? Del Toro is just one of the strangest. Like when Michael Shannon was just fucking the shit out of his chick, right? And he was like, just be quiet. I was just like, whoa, whoa. Just Del Toro, he'll just go left in the car if the car was the plot. He'll just go left abruptly, just out of fucking nowhere, you know. That one character, what was his name? I think his real life name is Michael Stuhlbarg. I don't know. I probably should have learned how to say his last name correctly before making the review. But this guy right here, he plays this scientist. But he plays like such a respectable, just straight up, honest, good fucking person. I think his character name is Mr. Robert Hoffman or some shit. But my God, I loved his character. He was just such a good man. Fucking rightfully so cared for this fish man, played by Doug Jones, who again, Doug Jones, good God. I mean, Hellboy, Pan's Labyrinth. Like one day he needs to him and Andy Serkis should receive some kind of lifetime achievement award in this bitch, because honest to God, he is just exceptional as this creature. Like the blend of practical effects and CGI, but mostly just practical effects on his body is incredible. Like, and his body language as this creature is so convincing. Like, you just utterly believe that he is just this fucking what do they call him? Amphibian man. Like, you truly believe that he is this fish man. Like 110%. That goddamn creature looks real. real as fuck. And it should, because I was looking at some behind the scenes stuff, and just look at this thing. Like, the amount of practical effects with this creature is just mind blowing. It's insane. Like, even when he blinks, I'm just like, is that CGI? Did they find a way to do that practical? Is it like both worlds woven into each other? Like, what the fuck? It's just masterful work when it comes to the creature design. And the sets as well. I mean, the cinematography is gorgeous. It's definitely one of the best looking films of the year. But, actually, pause on the cinematography. My God, the opening... We gotta go big here for a second, because the opening tracking shot, this opening moment right here, which was done in one take, for the record, okay? Where we're sort of wandering through this underwater house. I'll be honest with you. I'll be straight up with you. I'm not even entirely sure whether this was practical or CG. I'm assuming that this shot must be a combination of practical and CGI, but I really don't fucking know. This whole goddamn sequence could be totally practically done. Could be 100% real for all I know. I don't know. I'm going to say just because of how dreamlike it looks, it's a blend of CGI and practical effects. But either way, the opening first sequence that's done in one take, where we're underwater, going through this underwater house or interior of this room, is extraordinary. Good God. Some of the best cinematography here and throughout the film that I've seen all year. It's very, very impressive. And also, actually, fuck it, we're gonna go big one more time here. The set design is particularly fantastic as well. Like in the place where Octavia Spencer and Christ, what is her name again? Sally Hawkins, right? Yeah, the place where they work at as cleaning women is just utterly fantastic with the sets. Like the room that houses the amphibian man, the fucking fish guy. Where's that? Oh yeah, here it is. It is just, the attention to detail is just remarkable. It looks like just an actual place that I could go work at tomorrow. Like it's fucking insane. And I know that the film takes place, I think about 1962 or something like that. But yeah, really incredible sets. Michael Shannon is goddamn fantastic in this film. Probably one of my favorite villains of the year. He's just like this fucking perfectionist, bigoted, just darkly hilarious villainous guy, Like, there's one scene where he's fucking in the bathroom taking a piss, and this motherfucker literally is just like literally taking a piss in the stall, just like this, talking to Octavia Spencer and Sally Hawkins, you know what I'm saying? I was like, what a fucking bad... If you're just openly conversating with someone taking a piss like that, you are the man, okay? What the fuck? This man had his fingers ripped off, tried to have them put back on, and then later, like, removes them from their tendons. I was like, what the fuck? This man is fucking insane. He was just such a perfect villain. He was so good. There's one sequence where this general, he was talking to like some head guy, some general, and Michael Shannon, he was just like, well, if I failed once, you know me for 13 years, if I failed one time, I mean, does that really make me a failure? You know what I've done for you? And there's just like a certain look that Michael Shannon gave the general before the general started talking again. And I was like, Jesus Christ, I've never even seen that kind of body language from Michael Shannon. Like, this man is truly an exceptional actor. It's just, his acting is very nuanced. It's very subtle, It could be easy for someone to be like, I don't understand why his acting is so great. It's the little details and his mannerisms that make him so good. Another thing that I really liked is there's a lot of small moments that actually meant something, and it wasn't just random. For example, when he's just going ham, you know, having sex with his chick, right? It would be easy to dismiss that scene as like, the fuck was that shit? Did Del Toro decide to leak some of his sexual fantasies into the film? Was this random bullshit? But no, because later on in the film, when he's talking to Sally Hawkins, and he's like, so, you know, I like some of you mutes. You know, do you squawk? You one of those squawkers? You know, because I like women to be quiet. You know, there's that connection there. You know, or what else? There's so many. Like when what's his name? Is it Richard Jenkins? I think it's his name. Really great actor. Yeah, Richard Jenkins. Shout out to that man. Fantastic actor. Been in all kinds of shit, right? There's a scene where he crashes his car into Michael Shannon's new Cadillac. I think it was a Cadillac. But he crashes his car into Michael Shannon's new vehicle that he just bought, right? And when I was first watching this, I was like, come on, movie. The dumbest thing. You'll make the character do something that dumb. But that car that he crashed into just so happened to be Michael Shannon's car. And I was like, oh, nice. Man, you sneaky movie, you little bitch. That's interesting. Just little details. There's probably like a whole list of other ones that I could think of. But that type of stuff was cool. I guess... Oh, and this scene right here has got to be one of the best... Oh, shit. It's got to be one of the best scene transitions I've seen in a movie all goddamn year. I've never seen no shit like this, where she's like... she's touching the window, and like we zoom in crazily to these fucking water droplets. I'm talking like zoomed in, right? And the way that it crossfades into the next scene is just brilliant. A lot of really cool visual techniques going on in this film. Oh shit, I almost stopped the stream. But what else can I say? This was a really fantastic film. I guess let's talk about the flaws really quick, because there's just two main ones that held me back from really loving this film. Can people see me? Oh, you can. Good. All right, so number one. Well, this one might be a nitpick, perhaps, but maybe I'll chalk this up to being a nitpick, but I really didn't buy the fact that, like, just on sight, as soon as she first was in the presence of the creature, like here, and also during, where's the sequence where she's standing before the creature for her very first time? Right here. As well. You mean to tell me that this goddamn character was never afraid? What? When the first time that she's in this creature's presence, she showed like no substantial acts of fear. Just like the whole time she was just like, ooh, oh. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I know it's like 1962, and maybe she's maybe just a weird person, but like anybody seeing this creature for the first time should be unnerved to some goddamn extent. Like, if I'm seeing that goddamn thing like that for the first time, I'd be like, hey fam, you got some piranhas in there? Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Hey man! Hey, what's that? Hey y'all, what's that? Wait, raise my paycheck. What's that shit? You know what I mean? Like, I'd be pissing myself with fear. All right, I just thought that was kind of ridiculous. But I guess my biggest gripe in this film would be the relationship between her and the this fish man. Like, I just don't think that they completely nailed this relationship between the creature and her. For me personally, it is sweet, it is cute, but I felt like, you know, by the time we get to the third act where she's trying to break the creature out, I feel like by that time, I should have been like, oh my god, I hope they stay together. I hope nothing happens to him. I hope nothing happens to the fish man. And that never happened. Like, during the sequence where Michael Shannon is torturing this fish man. Like, I felt bad, but I wasn't really that bothered, you know? Like, when I was watching Peter Jackson's King Kong, and when King Kong is being shot at in the third act, I mean, I was almost like, I'm almost in tears every time I see that sequence in King Kong, because Peter Jackson did such a masterful job at making King Kong so incredibly sympathetic, and just totally nailing the chemistry and relationship between Kong and Naomi Watts, you know. So by the time I'm seeing King Kong being hurt, like, it's literally torturous to look at the screen. I didn't get that when the fish guy was being tortured. I don't think that they really nailed the relationship, personally, you know. Like, it's almost like by the time we got to the third act, and when we got there, like, I kind of knew we were in the third act, and I was like, what? Like, shouldn't they have done more with the fish guy and her? Like, especially because, like, in the third act, like, for God's sake, she like, literally, like, has sex. I mean, it's implied, but she, like, has sex with the fish guy, you know what I'm saying? And, like, I, like, you know, it's sweet, but I just wish I had a deeper connection, you know, to watching them on screen. I wish I had more of an emotional response to watching them on screen, you know what I'm saying? Because, especially in the third act, when Michael Shannon just straight up literally shoots the fish guy and shoots her, you know what I'm saying? It was shocking, but it was just surprising because it was shocking. It wasn't shocking because I was like, oh no, I just saw two characters that I've grown to love for 2 hours get shot. It wasn't like that. It was just like, God damn, I can't believe Del Toro did that shit. Good God, you know? So yeah, and unfortunately, that's like a big cog in the machine to not really like that much in the film, you know, the relationship between her and the fish guy. So that was the only real main negative. I think the relationship between the two could have been better executed, I suppose. Other than that, I'm feeling like a 9. Yeah, I'm feeling like a 9 out of 10. I mean, the film is gorgeous looking. The acting is stellar across the boards. The music was lovely. You know, I thought the writing was very good. There was definitely strict attention paid to these characters because each character was very distinctive. I just wish they could have nailed the relationship more. So yeah, I feel like a 9 out of 10 for it. It's definitely probably Del Toro's best film in a long, long time. Because Crimson Peak was like, yeah. I loved like the final like 10, 15 minutes, but everything else, besides looking visually gorgeous, was just like, Pacific Rim was just pure meh for me, you know? Yeah, this is definitely his best film thus far. But I don't know, what'd you think? You know? What'd you think about this thing? Let me know your thoughts down below. And that's it. I'm out. I thought, oh, I'm out. Definitely make sure to smash that like button, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. I'm going to be laying up, prepare to get bombarded by reviews because I'm literally off work until 2018. So there's a lot coming at you. There's some top 10 lists coming at you. So get ready. We've only just begun. I'm out.